What if I told you that you could build a serious income stream right from your laptop, from your home, right here in India? It sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're going to dive into a business model that's making that a reality for a whole lot of people.
And this is the number that gets everyone's attention, 50,000 rupees a month. Now that's a pretty life-changing amount of money for a lot of us. So the big question is it for real? And if so, how do you actually do it? Let's break it down.
I know what you're thinking. Your scamdar is probably going off like crazy right now. And you know what? That's smart. The internet is absolutely flooded with get-rich-quick schemes. But this is different. Behind the big numbers, there's a real, legitimate business model. Let's see how it actually works. Okay, so let's just park that skepticism for a minute and look at the real opportunity here. There's a growing wave of creators, especially young people in India, who are tapping into the massive global digital market. And they're doing it by creating and selling simple things, like digital notebooks and planners.
And here's the best part, the part that makes this so accessible. You don't need to be a tech wizard. You don't need a special degree. If you're a student looking to earn, someone looking for a job, or you just want a side hustle to make some extra cash, this is absolutely for you. So, why digital notebooks? Of all the things you could sell, what's so special about them? Well, it all comes down to a basic human need, something we all crave, especially now. A little bit of organization in the chaos.
I mean, just think about it. You've got students trying to organize their study schedules. You've got professionals trying to track projects and hit their goals. You've got creative people just trying to get their brilliant ideas down on paper, or, well, on screen. Everyone is looking for a better way to structure their life, and a clean, beautifully designed digital notebook is the perfect tool.
And this really gets to the heart of why this is so powerful. On one side, you have the old struggle, right? Chasing that monthly salary, stressing about bills, putting your dreams on the back burner. But on the other side, you have a new opportunity, a chance to build your own income stream, work when and where you want, and start walking a real path towards financial freedom.
All right, let's get into the practical side of things. The first question I always hear is, but how on earth do I create one? I'm not a designer. And that, my friends, is where a tool like Canva comes in. It's a total game changer.
You can literally boil the whole creation process down to 4 simple steps. 1, you open up Canva and just type in the size you want. 2, you design a great-looking cover. Drag and drop some fonts, maybe an image. 3, you create the pages inside, maybe some lines, some boxes for notes. 4, you just copy and paste that page a bunch of times and export the whole thing as one PDF. That's it. You've just created a product.
And listen, for anyone out there who thinks they don't have any artistic bone in their body, Canva was literally made for you. It does all the heavy lifting. You can just focus on making something useful and cool. And you can start playing with it for free, like right now.
Okay, so you've designed your first digital notebook. It looks great. Now for the really important part. How do you actually get paid for it? Let's talk about setting up your very own digital shop.
So, you've really got 2 main paths you can go down here. First is Etsy. Think of it like a huge online mall that's already packed with customers looking for exactly what you're selling. It's amazing for getting started fast. Then you have something like Shopify, which is like building your own standalone store on the high street. It's more work to get customers in the door, but you have total control to build a real brand for the long term. So far, we've only been talking about digital files that people download. But what about selling actual physical products? Well, there's a pro-level secret that smart sellers use to expand their business without taking on any risk. Let's pull back the curtain on that.
Here's the secret in one sentence. You can sell physical printed notebooks without ever buying, storing, or shipping a single one yourself. No big upfront costs, no boxes cluttering up your room. It's pretty incredible.
This whole magical process is called print on demand, or POD. Basically, you team up with a service, like Printify for example. A customer buys a physical notebook from your online store, and that order goes straight to the POD company. They print your design on a notebook, pack it up, and ship it directly to your customer. You never even have to touch it.
The whole system is designed to be hands-off for you. You just upload your design file one time. Then, whenever a sale comes in, the whole printing and shipping process happens automatically in the background. This frees you up to focus on the things that actually grow your business, like marketing and coming up with new design ideas.
Okay, so you have the design blueprint, you have the online store, you even have the secret to scaling with physical products. But there's one last piece of the puzzle, and honestly, it's the most important one. Because even the world's best product will just sit there if you don't have the right mindset.
Getting eyes on your product is everything, and that means you got to get creative with your marketing. We're talking about making cool Instagram reels that show off your notebook, creating beautiful pins for Pinterest, and maybe even sharing in some relevant Facebook groups. Building trust is also huge, so giving away a free page or sharing happy customer reviews can make all the difference.
But, this whole journey, it's about so much more than just the money. It really changes how you see yourself. You go from being someone who just buys things to being someone who creates things. You become an entrepreneur, a problem solver. That's a powerful shift.
So if we boil it all down, the entire framework for success is really just these three things. First, create something genuinely useful that solves a real problem. Second, connect with the people who need it. Build a real community. And third, use smart, authentic marketing to turn those connections into customers. That's the formula.
So when you wake up tomorrow morning, you really have a choice to make. Is it going to be another day of the old struggle, or is it going to be day one of building your new business? The choice, as always, is yours.